As a Toastmaster who has traveled to almost 40 different countries across the globe, one of the challenges that I saw many Toastmasters facing is taking on the role of the General Evaluator. Therefore, today I shall share with you how you can take on the role of the General Evaluator and excel in it.
My name is Distinguished Toastmaster, a three-time Distinguished Toastmaster, Brahmakumar Balakrishnan. I'm currently the Area U5 Area Director under District 80 for the year 2021-2022. Let me share with you the role of the General Evaluator so that you can perform it to the best of your ability. Helping individuals. General Evaluator's main job is to review and assess the club meeting from the time the people arrive to the end of the program's educational component and report their findings. The GE should highlight how members have performed in meeting roles, including preparation, organization, timeliness, enthusiasm, and carrying out the duties themselves. Helping individuals. General evaluators help individuals improve their speaking and leadership skills by providing motivating, structured, and specific feedbacks, says Lynn Cantor, a distinguished Toastmaster from Excalibur Speakers in London. They should offer commendations and recommendations on what and why something came across well or did not. Moving on, that means the general evaluator must understand each of the meeting roles, such as timer, our counter, project evaluator, table topic evaluator, and so on, including the grammarian, to provide an accurate assessment and meaningful suggestions. By sitting through many general evaluation reports, and when we hear, we could be able to advise on what they could improve. Examples of the type of specific feedback that can be offered: movement, the transitions from the Toastmaster of the meeting or the table topic master was well spaced or too long and rambling. The Toastmaster of the evening, of the day, or the meeting did not or did introduce the speakers effectively to prepare the audience. Preparing to introduce speakers is an important role. And when we introduce the speaker, we should start by the project, the objectives, the time taken, the topic, as well as the name of the speaker. But the name of the speaker should be mentioned at the end. In the case of those who are not doing projects, we should get a few lines about them so that we can explain and reveal some facts about them to the audience before they mention their name. This creates a sense of suspense and enigma. Grammarian presented a word of the day that helped members learn or was too difficult or obscure. The grammarian's role is to ensure that a word of the day is used by everyone. At the same time, the grammarian also points out the good and bad usage of the English language. The general evaluator G also ensures evaluators are offering feedback to speakers according to objectives in the speaker's particular pathways projects. The GE should only add to a speech evaluation if an evaluator did not provide a relevant and motivating assessment, highlighting a speaker's strengths and offering specific ideas for improvement. In most clubs, the GE also manages the evaluation section of club meetings. That means overseeing the evaluation team, speech evaluators, timer, grammarian, our counter, table topics evaluator, if the club has one. The opportunity missed by general evaluators is the ability to take charge of the evaluations, tell the evaluators what's required of them, and set the tone of the evaluations before the meetings, says Adrian Watts, a distinguished Toastmaster who belongs to several clubs in Australia. Some clubs don't use the role as much as other clubs. In some cases, the Toastmaster of the meeting oversees the evaluation team or club combines the Toastmaster and General Evaluator roles or don't use the latter position at all. That too is a missed opportunities, says Cantor. Some people say it doesn't matter if we don't have a general evaluator, she says. Of course, it matters. Individuals and clubs miss out on valuable feedback that can enhance leadership and speaking skills. The GE's report can also assess meeting structure and protocol and how well members have fulfilled club responsibility. This perspective offers a big picture view of a club's performance to ensure members are learning, meetings are efficient and effective, and the club is thriving. For example, Cantor knows of one club where no one greeted guests at the door. This was picked up by several GE, and now the club is an official meter and greeter. It makes a difference how the club is perceived. That's an important thing to remember. The goal is not to be perfect by the end. The goal is to be better tomorrow, says Simon Sinek. And that should apply to all our Toastmaster clubs. In the I'm Just Saying Club in Inglewood, Colorado, earlier this year, a GE offered recommendation to help the club engage more members at the meetings. During a St. Patrick's themed table topics session, the table topic master asked for volunteers and selected three people who had raised their hands. During his report, the GE highlighted that the fact that the three members were regular, enthusiastic contributors. He noted that while it was always fun to hear them speak, it is important for topics masters call on and encourage members who didn't speak as often. This is an important thing that we should know, that we should call the members who don't speak as often at table topics sessions. That's why more members benefit from the impromptu speaking strategies and club engagement increases. One way to boost the quality of feedback and obtain new perspectives is to schedule a member from another club to serve as a GE. This provides an unbiased independent view and can offer new ideas to the club or confirm it is following best practices. Some members don't capitalize on the chance to serve in the role. GE. People are often threatened by the general evaluator role, says Zoya Mabuto, Moko Ditowa of the Social Networking Toastmaster Club in Johannesburg, South Africa. It feels too big, some say, and it's big, but so is the learning opportunity that comes with taking it on. Here are some tips for both individuals and for clubs to ensure the role is afforded the opportunity to be successful and offer impact. For individuals, refer to these hyperlinks. Use a Toastmaster General Evaluator checklist. Review a Toastmaster wears many hats, a free resource from Toastmasters International that outlines the expectations and duties of each meeting role. Serve as a speech evaluator before being general evaluator. Offer reports identifying specific issues and suggestions. The role of the general evaluator. Serving as the GE helps develop your speaking, listening, evaluation, and leadership skills. The role also helps other members and the club itself to grow. So challenge yourself and sign up to be the general evaluator today. The following are the forms that you can extract from Toastmasters International website. General evaluator checklist, page 1 and page 2. Thus, I've shared with you the general role of the general evaluator. I would encourage every Toastmaster of every club across the globe take on the role of the general evaluator so that you can also learn to look at the whole meeting from a helicopter point of view, or overview. At the same time, it also gives you the opportunity to understand the roles of the different appointment holders at the club. With that, I end my session today. This is distinguished Toastmaster Brahma Kumar. Thank you for listening to me.